You must have a wealth mindset to succeed in real estate. If you want to get to that level of wealth and success, now success, I've always said, many different levels of success. Some agents just want to sell a few houses a year, make a little extra money, pay bills, go on vacations, and then there's some agents out there that are making three, 400,000 plus because they want to build wealth. So today, thanks for joining. Today is December 2nd, the last month of the year, 2024, and that's the topic for today. So I wanted to give you six things to think about to bring that wealth mindset. So the great part about real estate is that if you want to be wealthy, if you want to be at that level, you have every agent has that ability to do it. That's what's great, that you should be grateful that every morning you get up, that you are in a career, part-time, full-time, to unlimited amount of potential because other people are doing it. But there's six things, some six notes that I've written down over the years to keep you in that wealth mindset. Is one, you have to believe it's possible. Every agent I talk to, especially the agents that join us right out of school or are new and want to go to the next level, is that I always say, you have the ability. I don't, before I even interview them to find out about them personally or their goals, their dreams, their needs, their wants, I say, you have the ability. And I don't have a crystal ball to see who will do it or who will get there, but I know everybody has that option or that opportunity. So again, one, you have to believe it's possible. Two, you have to recognize that you are in control. You are ultimately the only one to blame. Blame as in good, you did it, or blame that you failed. You are the only person. It's not the market, it's not the interest rates, it's not this, or it's not where you live or what you have now. It's just you are to blame because I have agents from all different walks of life that have all different kinds of other jobs and family situations, and even some agents' health issues that still do what they need to do to succeed. And then number three, talking about wealth, because sometimes I hear this from people. Money is important. Money is important. I use the good or bad joke. I said, you can't pay your bills with hugs. You can't call up your mortgage company and go, I really love you. Can I miss this mortgage payment? No. When your kids need you, they need to help with college or expenses or buy them clothes or feed them. You can't go to the store and go, I love you. Can I volunteer some time? Money is important. Also, I'll throw in a little bit of a religious thought. You know, sometimes you hear people's money is the root of all evil. I do not believe that at all, and I don't have the exact quote, but I think a lot of people have cut a few words out of that. It's not money is the root of all evil, the love of money. Like if people that need it and that's their whole life and they can't enjoy life or they use their money for bad things, or the love of money, like gluttony, is like the glutton for money. That's the root of evil or some evil. But the money, just money itself, is not. And you need money. Like, and hopefully this doesn't come out wrong. Like sometimes I have agents, I haven't had any recently, and I say this to them. Occasionally, this comes up, and this is just my opinion. Hopefully, I don't ruffle any feathers. I have agents that I say, "Hey, did you, I'm teaching them, I'm coaching them." Said, "Hey, did you put this time in? Did you make your calls, your prospecting calls?" I go, "Oh no, I didn't have time this week because I've been volunteering here and volunteering there and volunteer. I like to volunteer. I like to volunteer. I like to volunteer, and it's cutting into their time. No problem volunteering, but I said, think this." I know you love to volunteer at your church or your schools or your volunteer time, soup kitchens, whatever it is, because that's how you feel you give back. But imagine this, you have the ability to earn as much money as possible. I said, why don't you put that time in, some of that time, into prospecting and earning more income, and then you taking some of that income and giving that back to that charity or church or soup kitchen. Again, I don't never run a church. I've never been in charge of, I volunteered my time in many different kinds of things, but I've never run it. But if someone came to me and I was running a charity or soup kitchen or whatever and go, hey, by the way, I don't have the time to come in because I'm working, but here's the money, here's enough money to hire two people to do the same job I would be doing and volunteering my time. If I was running the soup kitchen, I'm like, thank you. I'd rather have you give me the money and donate your money to give to and hire actual employees for the night, the week, the whenever, to do two for the price of one. You know, I'm just throwing out a number. Imagine it's $20 an hour. You go here, I usually come in for 3 hours this week. Here's $40 for each hour to hire two people to do the job. So I'll do the math, $120. I made because I've worked, I made an extra commission. Here's the money. And you could get two people for the 3 hours that come in instead of me coming in. Again, I'm not saying don't volunteer, but if you're taking volunteering too much of your time, I really do feel sometimes people use that as an excuse not to work because the work is important and your time is valuable. Hopefully, I didn't ruffle any feathers. Four, you got to understand there's a cost. There's a cost to wealth, your time, relationships. It doesn't, there's not too many successful, wealthy people that could only work 9 to 5 and just Mondays through Fridays. It's very hard to do. You got to put in the extra time. You're not going to be able to do everything you want to do in hopes that someday you're wealthy to the point where you don't have to work as hard. So there's always a cost to it. Five, watch the people you're associating with. You can't learn wealth building from people that don't have wealth. And sometimes when you know there's some of you watching this video, when you hear the word wealth, you think bad people. There's don't want to be that type of wealth, but there's lots and lots of great, wonderful, giving people that have wealth. Wealth isn't bad if that's what you want to do, and donate it all, save it for yourself, help your children, help your families, whatever. Wealth building is not ultimately bad, but you have to associate with people that have wealth or are in the same mindset of you of building wealth. There's lots of people that have no, what's the word I'm looking for? Need to be wealthy. I know that. I mean, even if they don't say it to themselves, they're out there, especially a lot of realtors. Because I love all my realtors, but there's some that just don't want to be wealthy. They just don't put in the work. They just don't want to. Their ultimate other things that they do in life, their relationships, their time is more important to them, which is totally fine. But you have to understand that. Six, which I already mentioned before, your mindset. You have to have the mindset to be wealthy, to save, to work, to invest your time and energy to create wealth. You have to have that mindset. Just kind of like good, bad example is people that win the lottery. You hear the stories, you've seen things where someone on the news, they won the lottery, won $20 million, and 3 years later they're broke again. Why does that happen? Because they don't have a mindset that was free. It fell into their lap. They didn't know how, they never had the mindset of saving and investing in their time and making sure they don't over exceed their expenses, over exceed their income, and they don't have the mindset, so they lose it all. And there's people out there that have the mindset, and you might be one of them. You might know people like this that gained wealth and lost it all, but they have that mindset and they bring it all back. There's those extremely successful, wealthy people out there that have lost everything and build it back up because they have all of these things I mentioned and have the mindset to do it. So those are 6 things over the years. I've written these notes down because I explain them to agents that say, I want to be in real estate because I want to be wealthy. And there's lots of people that are doing it and lots of people that do it. And I'll say this one, thing different that agents can do differently is the price range in the areas that they service. So I everybody has the ability. Everybody can be as successful as they want, but watch where you're working. Some agents just say, well, this is where I live. I only want to work in this radius. But if the average sale price of the radius that you won't drive to or try to network with people and find buyers and sellers, and your average sale price is $175,000 a year, and that's all you're going to do, there's a certain number of houses you have to sell and commissions that you would earn. And then I have agents that their average sale price is four, five, $600,000 or more, but they only sell a few. So, and there's agents. So it's all how many you want to sell, what prices is. But remember this. I'll leave you with this. You are licensed in Ohio. You could sell any house in Ohio. That's one. Two, you don't have to do all the work. I have agents that have sell houses that are 3, 4 hours away from them, because then we find other agents to help and split the commission or show the properties. You market to anybody in Ohio. You could sell any house and buy, sell side in Ohio by yourself. Now, you could do that in any other state too. You can't do it yourself. So if you have friends, relatives, connections, and you could refer business out of state, 25, 30% commission. Almost every month, we have several agents that earn referral fees from other agents in other states because they referred them some business. So anybody buying a house in the country or selling a house in the country, you can earn a commission on. What opportunity is that? And all it is you putting in the time. So just physically where you are does not, especially in today's world of technology and the consumers, than it was 30 years ago when I got in real estate. So I really do, when you hear me say this, especially our newer agents, when I say to you to this, I say this is the best time in history to get into real estate. It's nothing to do with the market. This is the consumers, how they think, their time commitment they want you to do. Even better, now buyers are legally required to sign buyers agreements with us. Even better. This is the best time to get into real estate. For all of that reasons and more. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching on today, Monday's motivation. Remember, reach out to me if you want to get on my schedule, tonytalk.net. Get on my calendar. We're happy to talk to you about whatever you need in real estate and help you out and help you grow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.